Dominion University in Norfolk, Virginia. This is ODU men's basketball. Tonight, it's a non-conference tilt. It's the ODU Monarchs taking on the Ohio University Bobcats in the MAC Sun Belt Challenge. Old Dominion comes off that tough loss on Wednesday, one that leaves a bad taste in your mouth when the ULM Warhawks had not won a conference game until last Wednesday. Monarchs stand 7-17 overall, 4-8 in Sun Belt Conference play. Ohio was winning on Wednesday over Western Michigan out of the MAC, 91-71 to improve their record to 13-11 overall, 7-5 in their league. Good evening, everyone. I'm Ted Alexander. Dennis Wolf alongside, and Dennis, an opportunity at home for the Monarchs to get things right. Doesn't matter in the Sun Belt Conference standings, but it matters in a basketball sense.
Well, and I think it matters even more, Ted, coming off the game against Monroe. Non-conference, conference, I'm sure that the goal for the coaching staff and the team is to come out and play a much better game tonight.
Let's get to our starting lineups, brought to you by Chartway Credit Union, the official credit union of Old Dominion Athletics. First of all, for our visitors from Athens, Ohio, the Ohio University Bobcats and seventh-year head coach Jeff Bowles. Jackson Pawelewski is their leading scorer. He's a 6'2", 175-pound senior from Kimberly, Wisconsin, a transfer from Iowa State, who averages 17 points, 3 rebounds, and a team best 5 assists per ball game. And now, Aiden Hadaway is a 6'8", 220-pound senior from Lafayette, Georgia, averaging 14 points and a team best 7.3 rebounds a game. Javon Simmons is a 6'7", 235-pound redshirt junior. He's from Columbus, Ohio, averaging 14 points, 5.5 rebounds a game. J.J. Kelly, a 6'6", 195-pound freshman from Chambersburg, Pennsylvania, averaging 9 points and 4 rebounds a game. And rounding out the starting lineup for the Ohio University Bobcats, A.J. Sheldon, a 6'1", 190-pound senior from Dublin, Ohio, averaging 7 points and 2.5 rebounds a game. For the Monarchs of Old Dominion, no Robert Davis Jr. in the starting lineup tonight. Casey Shaw starts. He's a 6'4", 195-pound senior from Charlotte, averaging 16.5 points, 4 rebounds a game. L.J. Thomas, a 6'2", 205-pound senior from Plant City, Florida. He's averaging 10 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists a game. Cal Swanton Rogers, a 7', 240-pound senior from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, averaging 7 points and 5 rebounds a game. Jordan Battle, a 6'2", 190-pound senior from Norfolk, Virginia, averaging 14 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists a game. And stepping in for Robert Davis Jr. is the freshman from Greensboro, 6'4", 200-pound Zach Wiggins, who's averaging 6 points and 2 rebounds per contest. Dennis, your thoughts about Robert Davis Jr. not in the lineup? He's been dealing, I guess, with a bunch of injuries. Wasn't a full go at shoot-around today, but he is not starting here tonight. Not sure if we'll see him tonight.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he's dressed yet. He's in his warm-ups. I think this will be a good opportunity for Zach Wiggins, who's earned increased playing time over the last few games and has consistently shown the potential he's had since the start of the season.
Tonight's MAC Sun Belt Challenge game sponsor is Team Monarch partner Atlantic Bay Mortgage Group. Atlantic Bay, lending with pride on the 757 since 1996. The Monarchs will come out with their gray uniforms, Old, the number, and Dominion on the front with in white trimmed in Hudson blue. Just the number on the back in white, trimmed in Hudson blue. Monarchs will be moving from left to right towards downtown Norfolk. The Bobcats come out with green base uniforms with white trim, Ohio, and the number underneath it on the front. Names in white, numbers on the back in white. They'll be moving from right to left towards the world's largest naval base. Our tip-off tonight is presented by Chicho's. Chicho's has been serving more than pizza since 1968. Visit one of their 9 locations today. Get a look at our officials for this non-conference affair. Tony Dawkins, Jason Deering, and Jordan Arnold. They are wearing the black and white stripes here, running around the floor trying to keep control of this. We hope they have a consistent call tonight. I think, Dennis, I've been crabbing about officials all year long, and maybe that's a perfect compliment to officials, but we're looking for consistency. Just if it's something at one end, it needs to be the same thing at the other.
And that's the right word, Ted. I think from a player's standpoint, a coach's standpoint, you just want to have the same whistle on either end.
What do you think happens here tonight?
You know, Ted, this team has been very hard to predict. There's been games that you thought they were going to play very well, and they haven't. And, you know, there's times where they're playing a better opponent like tonight where they played very well. So let's hope it's the latter.
Cal Swanton Roger and Javon Simmons in the center circle. The ball's up in the air. The tap controlled by Old Dominion, and we're underway from Chartway Arena, and wherever you may be on this Saturday night, a chilly Saturday, the 757. We're glad to have you here along for Monarch men's basketball. The ODU women beat Ohio earlier today, and that's a nice start for Old Dominion. L.J. Thomas to Cal Swanton Roger for a stop.
Well, and I think they should be trying to go into him, Ted. When you look out on the floor, I would be debating these listed heights of some of the Ohio U guys. These 6'8" guys look like they're about 6'5".
Into the paint goes Hadaway. Now they move it to the left blocks. Working against Cal Swanton Rogers man-to-man. Now Pavletsky takes a wing three, and that one's off the mark. Rebound batted around, grabbed by L.J. Thomas of Old Dominion. He races into the middle of the floor, passes up to K.C. Shaw. Shaw back to L.J. Shows the pass to the left, spins into the lane, goes back to K.C., fakes right, goes left to the foul line. The 14-footer is around the rim and out. Pavletsky has the rebound for Ohio U. Quickly running back and forth. Both teams like the quicker pace, and we'll see if that favors one team or another. A.J. Sheldon's going to bang a three for the first Bobcat points.
Well, and that's what I referenced earlier, Ted. He's shot 150 shots this year, 123 of them are threes.
And he's hitting 31% of them.
But you got to take his three away.
3-2 Ohio U, 18:35 to go in our first half. Shaw on the left-hand side, drives left baseline, gets into the paint on the right blocks, turns and fires and comes up short against the defense of Aiden Hadaway. And here comes Ohio U. Pavletsky goes left-hand side, working the ball there is Javon Simmons. He's a big fella, turns and fires and hits the jump hook.
You know, and Pavletsky's a very good point guard, Ted. He was the Southern Conference Player of the Year at Wofford, and then he had 1 year at Iowa State and 2 good years here at Ohio.
5-2. Bobcats lead the Monarchs 2 minutes in here at Chartway Arena in Norfolk. Swanton Roger, top of the circle, couple of dribbles, guarded by Simmons, who's smaller but bulkier. Here's Jordan Battle with a touch on the left-hand side. Drives baseline, gets it off to Cal. Cal's dunk is blocked. He recovers, picks it up on the right blocks. Simmons, a big fella down there. Cal puts it up with the left, no good. Rebound comes down. Zach Wiggins had it for a moment, but it ends up coming to the Bobcats and Hadaway. Hadaway into the front court to our left with a 5-2 lead. The Bobcats early on, 17.5 to go in the first half. Sheldon, now Simmons, a lefty three is off the iron, no good. They'd love to see him shoot that shot all night. Rebound Wiggins, outlet pass, left-hand side, Jordan Battle. He's into the front court. Goes between his legs, a screen from Swanton Roger, who rolls to the hole, pass to right-hand side. This is LJ. LJ puts it on the deck to the elbow, left-hand side to K.C. Shaw. K.C. Shaw outside to LJ, fakes the three, puts it on the deck, spins in the lane, back outside. Wiggins, he'll go all the way to the hole, and the layup is good for Zach Wiggins' first field goal. 5-4 Ohio.
And that's a dimension that Zach brings that Robert Davis Jr. hasn't in recent games.
Meanwhile, Pavletsky quickly down the left-hand side. Can't get the shot off. Outside, Sheldon, long three, bang. Sheldon's second three, he's got 6, and it's 8-4 Ohio.
And you can't be that far off him, Ted. You have to have an idea where he is if he's your man.
One of the things you think without Robert Davis in the lineup is, while they might be hurting a little bit offensively with the potential of Davis Jr., they'll be much better defensively, you hope. Here's K.C. Shaw in the left-hand corner. Puts it on the deck, back outside. Battle doesn't take the shot, but he moves into the elbow. The jumper's no good. Simmons, the rebound, outlet pass, Pavletsky. He's up into the front court on the left-hand side against the man-to-man defensive stylings of L.J. Thomas. Picks up the dribble to Simmons. He'll take a left elbow jumper and swish it. Someone's going to have to close out on that young man who's got 2 field goals for 4, and it's 10-4 Ohio. Monarchs trying to get this home Saturday night crowd at Chartway into the ball game. Shaw down the left side. His shot is blocked, and they're going to call a foul. Wow, that's an interesting call against Simmons, who didn't seem to touch anything but leather on the ball. And that's going to bring us to our first time out. 15:54 to play in our first half here in Norfolk. Ohio 10, Old Dominion 4. Now this from Team Monarch partner Pepsi. Pepsi now, that's what I like.
Clear.
And good evening to those of you on the stream, Ted and Dennis right here. And it'll be fascinating, Dennis, to see if the Monarchs can survive the storm of an energized team on the road, or if Ohio's just going to do some steamrolling. We're certainly hoping for the former.
Well, I think Ohio's a talented team, Ted, and you can just see in this small snippet we've had already that they are very skilled offensively.
A lot of energy, too.
Well, they move the ball, and Pavlovsky kind of generates offense by himself because he gets to different spots and he's under control. And when you're averaging 5 assists a game, Ted, that's a pretty good number.
With hundreds of styles in stock and ready for delivery from Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America. Shop all 6 Ashley and the new Ashley outlets in Hampton Roads and start saving big today.
Life gets hectic, but with Bon Secours, it's never been easier to stay engaged in your healthcare your way. Whether in person or virtually, for you and everyone that depends on you. Through MyChart, you can now schedule and get access to care whenever, wherever, and however you need it. Bon Secours, healthcare for the universe of you.
10 seconds.
Secours on MyChart.
This is your flagship home for the ODU Sports Network. Sports Radio 94.1.
15:54 to play in the first half. Old Dominion trailing Ohio 10-4. Dennis, your thoughts on the first segment? What needs to happen for the Monarchs to get off the schneid here?
Well, you got to start on the defensive end, Ted. You got to have an idea of the scouting report. So they've given Sheldon 2 wide open threes, and you have to make him put the ball on the ground. There's 6 points right there.
And Sheldon is now Simmons is out of the ball game after picking up that personal. And Casey Shaw is going to shoot the first foul shots of the evening. And the first one is good for his first point. And it's a 10-5 Bobcat lead. Casey Shaw, 71% free throw shooter, went 6 for 7 on Wednesday night in that tough loss to ULM. Second one is up and good. So he's 2 for 2, and it's a 10-6 ball game. Donovan Raymond in for Cal Swanton Roger. Again, no Robert Davis Jr. tonight for Old Dominion. Pavlovsky can try and trap him in the backcourt. He picks up the dribble, steps through a double team, loops the ball forward, gets the ball back. Into the front court they come. Breath's into the ball game for Ohio University. Sheldon now to Hadaway. Hadaway, the left-hander, working against Casey Shaw's man-to-man. Backs him inside the foul line. Wide open downstairs for an easy layup is Jalen Brett.
Well, that's a giant no-no, Ted. You never help up off the baseline to leave someone below you open for an easy layup.
12-6, Ohio University. Here's L.J. Thomas. Puts it on the deck, takes it all the way to the hole, throws it up, gets the ball to Raymond. Raymond, it'll be Monarch ball. The Bobcats had a piece of it when they were stepping on the end line, I think.
But that play makes no sense to me, Ted. You're leaving your feet to lob a ball to Donovan, who's not ready for it.
Thomas to inbound, baseline right. Looking, loops it towards Shaw, who gathers it between the circles. He's guarded man-to-man by J.J. Kelly, who's into the ballgame, a 6'6 freshman from Chambersburg. Now it's Thomas on the left elbow. He gets into the paint, throws up a running one-hander that's nowhere near the bucket, and it falls into the lap of A.J. Sheldon. Sheldon just to the right-hand side, penetrates, drives, dish, layup, good. Driving and dishing, they love to do that, and suddenly coming into the ballgame, Jalen Breath, and he's got a couple of field goals, and it's 14-6, Ohio.
And he's a guy averaging like 2 points a game. He's already doubled his average. Ted.
Battle into the corner, a 3 from there. That goes off the side of the backboard. Heavens to Betsy. That's a bad shot selection. And here come the Bobcats right to left. Into the corner. Working it around, Sheldon, left-hand side, Pavlovsky, guarded by Jordan Battle. Gets past him with one dribble, then goes to Breath. His layup is good. Instantly into the ball game, instantly a factor, and the Monarchs don't have an answer for a team that's gone 7 for 9 from the field and leads it by 10, 16-6.
Well, they've just given up 3 layups where no one's rotated from the weak side, Ted. They have to try to be more connected defensively.
Raymond hands it off to Wiggins, who gets into the paint, throws it up with the right hand wildly off the back of the iron. No good. Rebound for the Bobcats. It's Aiden Hadaway. Left-handers into the front court. One bounce. Nope. Still has it. There's the one bounce pass to Breath. Has the ball knocked out by Casey Shaw. Stolen by Raymond. Gets the ball to Battle. Monarchs moving left to right. Down 10 here in the early going. Battle quickly to Raymond. Raymond goes for the dunk. Has it blocked from behind. And here come the Bobcats the other way. Stop and pop 3. That's no good. Rebound over the back, but grabbed there by Josh Wiggins. Quickly to Battle, who's in the front court. On the right-hand side, goes between his legs twice. Thrice. Now finds his way to the foul line, picks up the dribble there, left-hand side to L.J. Thomas, brings it back to K.C. Shaw, now to Battle straight away. The taller Hadaway's in front of him. Battle into the corner again. That's where L.J. just hit it off the side of the backboard. Goes to Battle. His wing three is good. Ball movement leads to a better shot. Still a contested shot, but it's 16-9. 13 minutes to go in the first half. Pavletsky over to Breath. Gets the ball right back. Uses a screen to get to the foul line. Bumped at the elbow. Leans into the corner. Wide open three for Kelly. No good. Offside rebound from Jordan Battle. Battle races up the left-hand side. Cuts to the middle of the floor. Jordan Battle goes to the elbow. Brings it back outside. Thomas doesn't take the straight of the way three. Bends, spins, and misses. L.J. Thomas can't throw it in from the ocean from a boat here in the early going. And the Bobcats have a rebound. Into the front court they go with Sheldon. Driving and dishing, and Breath another layup. He's got 4 of them.
Well, he has 8 points, and some of the Monarchs, like LJ in front of us, looks winded right now, Ted.
Well, winded from throwing up one bad shot after another. It's got to be exhausting. Here's Battle. One bounce to Raymond at the top of the circle, guarded by Breath, who's got energy from hitting 4 for 4 from the field. Shaw drives and draws the foul. That'll come on Hadaway, I believe, at the 12:08 mark. And in will come Jared Turner. In will come Cal Swanton Roger. Out will go L.J. Thomas. Out will go Donovan Raymond for Old Dominion, trailing 18-9 with 12:08 to go. Scotty Hubbard making his first appearance this evening. He will come in for K.C. Shaw.
And D.R. Connors comes in for Ohio U, and he was somebody we were familiar with last year. He was on App State's team, Ted.
Bring the ball into Jared Turner. He's on the right wing. Doesn't fire the three. Goes to Battle in the right-hand corner, who just hit his last three-point attempt. Under 12 to go, first half. Monarchs down 9. Battle steps back and fires another three, and he's 2 for his last 2 for 6 points.
And that was a tough shot, Ted. He was backing up. I didn't think it was a particularly good shot, but he made it.
No, yes. 18-12, Ohio U. Meanwhile, clearing out on his way to the bucket is Javon Simmons, and he loses it out of bounds. Monarch basketball when we return. 11:44 to play in the first half. Ohio University 18, Old Dominion University 12. Monarch basketball continues from Norfolk in a moment on the ODU Sports Network.
ODU fan.
Clear.
Mortgage lender, challenge accepted. Atlantic Bay helps you score more, financing your dream home to build a strong financial future with our smooth loan process, products for every home buyer, and outstanding service that treats you like an MVP long after the closing table. We take pride in helping ODU fans. So if a new home or refinance is in your game plan, call Atlantic Bay today. Atlantic Bay Mortgage Group, LLC, NMLS number 72043, NMLSconsumeraccess.org is an equal opportunity lender.
Game on, our fans. If your game plan for this season includes buying or selling a home, we have you covered. Howard Hanna is an official real estate partner of Old Dominion Athletics. Howard Hanna is the number one family-owned and operated real estate company in the United States.
I want to see you cheers to the camera with the IBWO.
Dreams are reality. Make your next move with confidence with our exclusive 100% money back guarantee. Get in the game with Howard Hanna. We'll get you more.
What you got? There we go. Cheers to you. I feel about us. I love it. There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
$17 million.
What got the mascots on the floor too? I see you salty. I see you humongous. I see a whole bunch of mascots on the floor. Let's go.
It's about giving our members and our community every opportunity to shine their brightest. So join us together.
This is your flagship home for the ODU Sports Network, Sports Radio 94.1.
Monarch basketball presented in part by Food Lion. Time for Food Lion's Food for Thought with Dennis Wolf.
Well, my thought, Ted, is the Monarchs have to get better shots, and they have to try to get shots for other guys. You know, we're 9 minutes in, and they're shooting 28%. And if you take those 2 threes from Jordan Battle out, it would be even lower. So they got to get better shots. A little three-quarter court pressure now, Ted.
Meanwhile, Ohio is shooting 67%, 8 for 12 from the field. Monarchs beat the press with a pass from Turner to Zach Wiggins. Goes to Battle between the circles. He'll run the attack right now. for Mike Jones and Old Dominion at the 11:25 mark. Here's Turner. Doesn't take the long three over Pavletsky. Dribbles and then hands it off on the right wing to Wiggins. Wiggins probes, snaps it to Hubbard at the top. Scotty downstairs, decent pass to Cal on the left block. Cal fakes, shoots, short. Second field goal for Cal Swan.
And a good idea by Scotty Hubbard and a good catch by Cal.
18-14. A 10-point lead is down to 4. Simmons swings it left-hand side to D.R. Connors, who's into the ball game for Ohio U. Now here's J.J. Kelly driving right baseline. Stopped there nicely by Jared Turner. Goes into the corner to Connors. Connors dribbles out of there. The ball's knocked out of bounds. Last touched by Jared Turner of Old Dominion. 8 to shoot for the Bobcats. Jesse Burris into the ball game along with A.J. Sheldon back in for the Bobcats, who've led all the way. Loop the ball into the corner. This is Javon Simmons. Simmons snap pass to Burris on the left wing. Takes the three, drives, now dishes it back outside. Sheldon drives, and he's going to be called for a shot clock violation. So good defense from the Monarchs right there.
And you could see that as it was materializing, Ted. They had no idea that the shot clock was short.
So it's Battle, Turner, Wiggins, Hubbard, and Swanton Roger for Old Dominion. Pass deflected, but grabbed by Battle as he moves it into the front court to our right. 10.5 to go in the first half, 18-14. Ohio University in the MAC Sunbelt Challenge, home version, if you will. Here's Battle. Spins, throws up a wild shot, and knocked out of bounds, last touched by the Bobcats. It seems, maybe I'm wrong, but Jordan Battle, when he's making his way spinning and through contact, doesn't lay it up softly, just sort of throws it up wildly trying to get the call, and he never does, and the ball never goes in.
Well,
Cal with a nice receiving pass from Battle. Sorry,
very good, very good pass by Jordan Battle. Yeah, I would agree, Ted. A lot of times he's off balance and that he doesn't have the ability to put the ball up softly.
18-16 Bobcats. Sheldon has the basketball, gets past Hubbard, takes it all the way to the hole, leans in, throws it up and in. Tough score right there from A.J. Sheldon. He's got 8 points, and the lead is 20-16 for Ohio U. Here's Battle. Man-to-man defense from Sheldon and the Bobcats. Battled on the left-hand side. Gets to the block. Tries to feed it to Cal. Too close to pass. Stolen away by the Bobcats. And here they are into the front court with Kwani. Into the corner, Connors. Connors to Simmons. Simmons on the block. Back to Connors. He'll take a left wing three, and that's off the iron. No good. Kwani over the back, but Wiggins has the ball for ODU. Sacks into the front court. He moves it back outside. Waits for his mates. Crosses over. Gets down the left-hand side. Double pumping layup, knocked out of bounds. It'll be Monarch basketball with 21 to shoot. And Mike Jones is saying, where's the foul on that? L.J. Thomas in. Jordan Battle out for Old Dominion. Monarchs down 20-16. Thomas gets it into Cal on the left-hand corner. Hands it back to L.J. L.J. snap pass to Hubbard. He'll take a right wing three. Yes! And he's fouled, and it counts. Scotty's on the board with a contested three, but that included harm. That's illegal. He'll try for the 4-point play.
And he was on balance, Ted, and he was ready to shoot on the penetration.
That's a huge point right there, Dennis. He was ready to fire the thing as soon as he got it and had the hands in position to do just that. 20-19. Scotty Hubbard averages 3. He's got 3 now, looking for the 4-point play at the 9:16 mark of this first half. Free throw, good. He's got a 4-point play, and this game's tied at 20-20. Monarchs have erased a 10-point first half deficit.
And it's obvious, Ted, they're playing with more energy and effort than they did Wednesday, which has got to be a great thing for Coach Jones to see.
No doubt. Sheldon. Ball tapped around, grabbed by Curry. Kawani gets the ball to Connors. Sheldon. Kawani now. Back to Sheldon, and they'll go to work. A.J. Sheldon gets to the elbow, turns and fires. That's no good. Rebound Simmons on the left block. He's going up against a triple team, and they call a foul. Looks like L.J. had all ball on that one. Pavletsky off the Bobcat bench.
And they really can't play without Pavletsky in the game, Ted. Sheldon is not a point guard.
Well, it shows you how effortless Pavletsky makes it.
Yes.
Just not only with the offensive sense, but just the distribution and the sense of where he wants everybody. 20 to shoot for the Bobcats. We're tied at 20, 8:54 to go first half. Looking for Connors, loops it in instead to Hadaway. Hadaway working against Drew McKenna. His jumper is no good, and the rebound comes to Cal Swanton-Roger. Quickly gets it to LJ McKenna, right-hand side, KC Shaw. Shaw from the right wing brings it back outside to Cal. Cal hands it back to KC. KC to the elbow, now to the foul line, and we have a foul that's going to go against Cal. It's another one of these moving screen things, and that's his first.
Well, and Cal was doing a good job on both ends so far in this game, Ted. He just got caught trying to roll as KC was putting the ball on the ground.
Thomas, McKenna, Hubbard, Shaw, and Swanton-Roger playing defense now for the Monarchs in the gray uniforms. 8:28 to go. Turning clock, first half action, game tied at 20. Pavletsky, one bounce, right-hand side to A.J. Sheldon. Sheldon into the corner. Connors open for three, and that's no good. So it rims the basket. McKenna, gave it up right underneath the bucket. And here's another three attempt for Sheldon. This time it's good.
Yeah, and he's really feeling it, Ted, in those offensive rebound kickouts.
Well, you also had the ball. If you're McKenna, you threw it right to them under your own basket. Didn't pay initially, but you paid with the three. 23-20, Ohio. Hubbard to Shaw at the top. It's a screen from Swanton-Roger. He'll take the elbow jumper. That's no good. Rebound comes down to Simmons. Simmons quickly to Pavletsky. Pavletsky racing down the right side, crosses over down the right side of the lane against Hubbard. Hands off to Simmons. Simmons throws it up for grabs. Nice defense. Comes into the hands of Drew McKenna. Drew McKenna takes it all the way. Step through with the left hand. Good! McKenna coast to coast. It's 23-22 Ohio U. Monarchs yet to lead here tonight. Pavletsky out to Hadaway. Fakes the three. Gets to the elbow. Brings it back. Now Connors spins. Has the ball knocked away by L.J. Thomas. And that's going to be a foul on Connors. Monarchs' active hands working at this stage of the ball game as Dior Connors will pick up his first personal foul. And with 7:19 to go in our first half, we have a timeout on the floor. Ohio 23, Old Dominion 22. Monarchs at one point down 10. Now the deficit is just 1 on the ODU Sports Network.
At Centera, improve health every day. And when it comes to your health, the best defense starts with a strong offense. That's why Centera Health Plans provides quality care and coverage for individuals, families, and businesses of all sizes. Our members benefit from progressive plans and products, including access to virtual care.
Jack, does the mix sound all right with crowd and all that stuff?
Sounds great.
All right.
The trade name of Centera Health Plans, Centera Health Insurance Company, Centera Health Administration Incorporated, and Centera Behavioral Health.
Looking for the perfect spot to chill, catch up with friends, and dig into some amazing food? Look no further than Chicho's. Since 1968, Chicho's has been serving more than just pizza. Whether you're craving their mouthwatering
You've got to have
dishes,
active rebounders.
drinks,
It's always
or
driven me
just
nuts.
like
Ask
to sit
towards
back
it.
and watch the game, they've got you covered. Don't miss out on Wednesday's 99-cent wings from 5 to 9 p.m. That's right, just 99 cents. Plus, with karaoke, trivia, and live music all week, there's always something fun happening at Chicho's, where the food is hot, the drinks are cold, and the good times never stop. Visit one of Chicho's 9 locations today.
3, 2, 1.
Lifetime oil changes. That's how you win at Checkered Flag, where you always get the winner's edge with every new Toyota, Honda, Hyundai, Genesis, and Volkswagen. Lifetime oil changes and state inspections. Lifetime emergency towing. A 3-day money-back guarantee and a seamless one-person, one-price, 1-hour buying experience that puts you in the driver's seat. The winner's edge. Checkered Flag, where winners buy.
This is your flagship home for the ODU Sports Network. Sports Radio 94.1.
The men's basketball season at Old Dominion University is presented by Bon Secours. With Bon Secours, it's never been easier to stay engaged in your health care your way. Bon Secours, primary, specialty, and emergency care for the universe of you. Monarchs, we're down 10, Dennis Wolf. Now it's 23-22, Ohio. What has Old Dominion done better?
Well, I think they've been able to drive the ball a little bit, Ted. There's been a couple of good individual plays by McKenna and Cal Swanton-Roger finished a couple of close in. So I think if they can move the ball a little bit, I said to you earlier, Ted, I continue to think they should put the ball inside. This is not a very big Ohio team.
Battle, Shaw, McKenna, Turner, and Thomas on the floor for Mike Jones and the Monarchs, attacking the bucket to our right in the gray Old Dominion uniforms. Old Dominion, the number on the front, just the numbers on the back.
And they're in a little bit of a matchup zone right now, Ted.
LJ in the right-hand corner to Jared Turner. Bring it quickly back to Thomas. Thomas tries to penetrate. Gets down the right-hand side. Double pumping layup off the glass. No good. Rebound comes down to Casey Shaw. He turns and fires with one on the shot clock. And that's good for Casey Shaw.
And a good hustle by KC because that was another horrible shot by LJ.
Monarchs take their first lead. 24-23 Old Dominion. 6:35 to go in the half. Here's Simmons, guarded by McKenna. Top of the circle. A dribble, gets the ball to Sheldon. A.J. Sheldon with the foul line jumper that's good. He's got 13, Dennis. They need to find an antidote for that kid.
Well, they just have to play harder defense than LJ's playing on him right there, Ted. He was way too far behind on the handoff.
25-24, Ohio, 6:10 to go in our first half here at Chartway Arena in Norfolk. Saturday night basketball with the Sun Belt MAC Challenge. Here's Turner, top of the circle. Long three is good for Jared Turner.
You know, and that's a great thing to see because having him get off right away and making his first shot, it might bode well for the rest of the game.
27-25, Old Dominion on top with 5:45 to go in the half. Simmons, top of the circle, guarded by McKenna, who's been effective thus far in the contest. Goes into the corner. Kelly dribbles, right-hand side. Tapped out by Turner, but it goes right back to Hadaway for his first field goal. He lays it in.
Drew McKenna needs to come up with that loose ball, Ted. It was right in front of him.
Tapped out by Turner, but he didn't. And Ohio had the layup. It's game's tied at 27 with 5:15 to go, first half. Here's Battle. One bounce toward McKenna, and he's pushed off his block there by Sheldon, who's going to pick up his first personal, and that'll be the fourth on the team. So a throw in for ODU. Back into the ball game was Jalen Breath, who's only got 4 field goals for 8 points. 4 for 4 from the field. Thomas to inbound, baseline left. Brings it into Turner on the left wing, quickly to KC Shaw at the top, guarded man-to-man. 15 to shoot for Old Dominion. KC fakes the pass, throws it up and in, and he's fouled, and it counts. Oh, the look toward McKenna. These Bobcats bought it. KC lays it in with a harm.
And another example of a tough finish through contact.
Great point. And he's probably the best on the squad to do that, isn't he?
Yeah, you know, and I think that kind of crystallizes when he's going toward the basket, Ted, as opposed to sideways.
Great point. Great point.
Makes him a little bit stronger finisher.
Foul will be on Breath. That's his first. Free throw good for KC Shaw, who leads the Monarchs with 7 points. Cal Swanton-Roger has 6. Jordan Battle 6. Scotty Hubbard 4. Jared Turner 3. 2 apiece for Drew McKenna and Zach Wiggins. Monarchs lead it 30-27 with 5:05 to go. A little full court pressure on Jackson Pawelewski and the Bobcats. Just making them burn some time. They do this, that, wings it into the front court. Simmons back to Hadaway. Hadaway down the left side. Layup good. No one closed him off.
Well, someone needs to rotate over on the weak side, Ted. The guys are pressuring in the backcourt. You got to get to the ball side.
30-29. Monarchs lead it with 4:40 to play in our first half. Battle finds Hubbard deep on the left wing. Scotty Hubbard, who hit a 4-point play earlier this half, goes to McKenna. Drew, right-hand side. Battle fakes the 3, gets past Hadaway. Double pumping layup. It's good for Jordan Battle. Taking it down the right baseline, and the Monarchs lead at 32-29. Pawelewski, right-hand corner. A 3 from Kelly. In and out, no good. Rebound batted to Jordan Battle. And Jordan shaking his head like he just got popped in the bean. Brings it into the front court. Almost turns it over. Bumbles and stumbles. Finally picks it up. Gets the handle on it. Goes to Zach Wiggins. Wiggins against Sheldon. Gets to the elbow. Back outside to Battle. Battle guarded by Pawelewski. Now to Jared Turner. To Battle. Battle finds his way to the hole. Knocked away. And again, it gets away from Zach Wiggins, and it's a block shot, and here come the Bobcats. Stepping into the right wing 3. That's no good for Sheldon. Rebound, Turner. Quickly outlets to Jordan Battle. Battle, left-hand side. Good look for Wiggins. The layup, no good. And the rebound comes down to J.J. Kelly, and we go the other way. Racehorse basketball. Pawelewski with the left throws it up, and no good. Rebound back tap to Wiggins. It's 1-on-2. Now 2-on-2. Wiggins looking, gets it to McKenna. McKenna down the left side. Layup is good. Great patience from Wiggins and a nice finish from McKenna for his second field goal.
And that 4-minute stretch had way more energy than the Monarchs showed at any time Wednesday.
They lead it by 5, 34-29, 3:10 to go in our first half. Monarchs were down 10 in this first stanza here at Chartway Arena. Breath guarded by the smaller Battle. Hands the ball off to Pavletsky. His pass for the post is tipped away to Battle. Battle 1-on-2, and he finally draws the foul. They wanted a jump ball as Jordan was once again doing Jordan things 1-on-3, but he got lucked out with a foul call there, and he'll go to the line when we return. 2:59 to play in our first half. Monarchs on a bit of a roll. They've hit 5 of their last 7. They've turned a 10-point deficit into a 5-point lead. It's 34-29 on the ODU Sports Network.
At ODU, career is as unique as you are. Whether it's day one or a do-over, whether you're following the footsteps of a legacy or charting your own course, we help you get the most from your prior credits in military or work experience so you can get your degree faster. ODU Global. Education where you are and where you want to go. For your world. Apply at online.odu.edu today. That's ODU Global. Apply at online.odu.edu today.
At Fish and Pigs, they
He's
have
the
finest from land and
owner
sea.
of Atlantic Bay.
Savory smoked barbecue and flavorful fresh seafood. They have great food, great drinks, and always a great time. They're located at 119 West 25th Street in Norfolk, in the heart of the Railroad District. For all the details, go to fishandpig.norfolk.com. And remember, nobody parties like the pig.
Atlantic Orthopedic Specialists keep you moving and doing what you love. As the region's largest, most comprehensive orthopedic practice, they've been serving Hampton Roads for over 100 years. Multiple locations across Hampton Roads, 24 physicians, and 8 different specialties. Spinal scoliosis, sports medicine, hand to shoulder, total joint replacement, foot and ankle, orthopedic oncology, pain management, physical therapy, and with their AOS Now walk-in clinic, no appointment is necessary. As leaders in orthopedic health, and 10 seconds is proud to be the team physicians for Old Dominion University.
This is your flagship home for the ODU Sports Network, Sports Radio 94.1.
Monarch basketball from Chartway Arena, presented in part by Under Armour. Under Armour proud to outfit the ODU men's basketball team in the world's most innovative footwear, uniforms, and training gear. Visit UA.com today to see Under Armour's full range of performance gear and footwear. 34-29, Old Dominion leads Ohio. 2:59 to go in our first half. And Jordan Battle goes to the line.
Monarchs have done a good job defensively, and it's enabled them to get out on the break a little bit, Ted, and put some pressure on the Ohio defense.
They've been finishing at the other end, shooting a 45% clip now as Battle hits his first free throw. He's got 9 points to lead Old Dominion. 7 for K.C. Shaw, 6 for Cal Swanton Roger, 4 for Hubbard, 4 for McKenna, 3 for Turner, 2 for Zach Wiggins. One more free throw for Battle, the senior from Norfolk. That's good. He's the first Monarch into double figures, and it's 36-29. A 17-point turnaround here. Monarchs were down 10. They now lead it by 7, and Hubbard will pick up the backcourt foul. And that's going to be, let's see, the 4th team foul.
You know, and there's been a lot of complaining by Coach Bowles to the officials, and he ended up kind of getting that call there.
That's why whenever I see coaches bending the ear of the refs, I'm always thinking that's probably a good call. It's going to come back and help you one day. There's a 3 from the corner for Aiden Hadaway on a nice pass from Pavletsky.
I think they got to look at that, Ted. They might have just given him a 2 on that.
Okay. And I'll only give him 2. That's fine with me. No argument here. 36-31, Old Dominion. Great backdoor cut. Cal goes to KC Shaw, flushes it home.
Cal is playing very well in this game right now.
38-31, Old Dominion, 2:15 to go in the half. Hadaway guarded by Hubbard. Use the left-hand dribble. Foul line extended, right-hand side. Picks it up there. Goes to the corner. Now back to Hadaway. Now to Kelly. Into the corner. And here's the 3 from there. It's around the rim. No good. Tipped up. No good. And Cal has another rebound. Oh, that was halfway down for Dior Connors, but that's not far enough. Under 2 to play in the half. Monarchs with the basketball and a 7-point lead. K.C. Shaw takes a left wing 3. That's no good. That's not his shot. He's now 2 for 20 from 3 this season.
You know, that kind of deflates you, Ted, when they had been on a pretty good run.
Meanwhile, Hadaway bombs away, and that's a 3 that's chased down to the corner by Simmons. Gets it to Hadaway, left-hand block. Here comes Breath, plowing his way. That's going to be an offensive foul or a foul on Hubbard?
They might have given him a 3-point play there.
What, with the goaltend?
No, the basket went in. Nope, that's no shot.
Yeah, that's definitely no shot. They're waving it off first. So they'll just inbound it with 20 to shoot. They'll call the foul on Hubbard. That will be Scotty's second. And Jackson Pavletsky will inbound baseline right for Ohio's Bobcats, who trail 38-31 with 1:33 to go in the half. Pavletsky looking, brings it into the corner. Kelly has it on the right wing now, guarded by K.C. Shaw. Spins on Shaw, gets a little bit of space, goes to the right baseline. Picks up the dribble there, one bounce, back to Hadaway. Hadaway won't shoot for L.J. Thomas. They'll give it to Breath. He takes it on the right side. The big fella blocked, and we've got a foul that's going to go against Old Dominion.
Well, Hadaway does a good job of continuing to stay with the play, Ted, and he pushed his way in there for an offensive rebound.
Cal Swanton Roger will pick up his second personal foul with 1:18 to go in the half. And the first free throws of the half for Ohio will come with 1:18 left in it. Monarchs on top 38-31. And here comes Aiden Hadaway, a 69% free throw shooter, makes the first. That's his 7th point.
Not loud enough, Monarchs. Get loud right about now.
Hadaway, 6'8", senior, the left-hander, hits the second foul shot. He's got 8 points. 38-33 Old Dominion. 78 seconds to play in the half. Monarchs need to finish strong. They were down 10 to start this ball game, but have battled back. LJ hands it off to KC Shaw. KC works amongst the defenders to the elbow, goes up, has the ball blocked, comes back to his hands, finds LJ. LJ travels, throws it up off glass wildly, and that's just a bad offensive possession. Awful from KC, awful from LJ, typical of this year's Monarchs club that we thought we hadn't seen much of tonight.
Well, LJ hasn't taken a good shot this entire half, Ted.
No, he's 0 for 5, and none of them with good decisions.
Well, his mindset is to get himself going, and that's not a good way to get yourself going.
Especially when you're doing the same predictable move, the drive in, the slide, the spin into the lane, and everybody's waiting for you there, and the degree of difficulty shoots up. 38-33 Monarchs, 51 seconds to play in the half. Pavletsky into the front court. High post right-hand side, gets the ball to Connors. Connors now at the top of the circle, goes back the other way to the elbow, burrows his way into the paint, brings it back outside. Sheldon leaves a little jump shot there for Simmons, and Javon Simmons hits the 10-footer, and it's 38-35 Old Dominion.
And the Monarchs need to get a basket here on this last possession. There's like a 5-second differential.
And Mike Jones realizes the importance of that. He's called a timeout. It gives me an opportunity to tell you that McDonald's has a Buckets for Nuggets promotion, which could benefit you greatly. If ODU hits 6 3-pointers in tonight's game, everybody in attendance and listening wins 6 free McNuggets with a $2 minimum purchase. All you have to do to redeem it is download the McDonald's app. Keep listening during tonight's game to see if everybody wins. Thus far, Old Dominion 4 for 6 from beyond the arc. And the Monarchs lead at 38-35, 28.6. Play in the half. Coming up at a halftime, our Monarch basketball halftime report. We will get our view from the bench. I believe it's Ryan Nadeau, the assistant coach, who will have a chat with us at halftime. And we'll also run down the stats. And we've got a special guest coming from Atlantic Bay Mortgage Group. And Jack Lowe in our Monarch Game Day studios will run down the Max Sunbelt Challenge scoreboard, including an ODU women's win today in Athens. But first, just to our right, L.J. Thomas inbounds it. Monarchs have 25 seconds to get a shot off.
And they've gone to a 2-3 zone here.
About a 4.5-second differential, shot clock and game clock. 13 on the shot clock. Far side in front of the visitors' bench is L.J. Thomas. L.J. now brings it to the near side. He goes to the top of the circle, picks up the dribble there, back to K.C. Shaw, 4 to shoot. K.C.'s going to go down the left-hand side, leans in, hits the jumper. Now with 2 seconds, here's Pavletsky. Good if it goes with the 3. It doesn't go, and the Monarchs will take a 5-point lead into halftime. Nice effort from Shaw to get one right as the shot clock was expiring, leaving Pavletsky and the Bobcats not much time at all to get to the other end. After trailing by 10 in the first half, the Monarchs go to the locker room up by 5, and we're joined by assistant coach Ryan Nadeau. Coach, what'd you like about being down 10? What happened to get your team back in the ballgame?
We picked up our level of physicality. That's what changed the game for us, and we need to continue to have that in the second half.
Major point at the intermission is going to be what?
Taking care of what we can take care of. Getting defensive rebounds, getting out and running in transition and playing our style of basketball. Don't let their tempo take us out of our game.
Thank you, Coach. Appreciate it. That's Ryan Nadeau with our view from the bench. It's halftime in Norfolk. Old Dominion leading Ohio University in the MAC Sun Belt Challenge. It's 40-35, and this is the ODU Sports Network.
Monarch Basketball Sports Network is presented by Team Monarch Partners. Atlantic Bay Mortgage Group, lending with pride in the 757 since 1996. Centera, their mission is to improve health every day. Pepsi, that's what I like. And ODU Global, solutions for where you are, education for where you want to go. ODU Global. Coming up at halftime, analysis and stats from the first half, plus out-of-town scores and more. The Monarch Basketball Halftime Report is next on the ODU Sports Network.
Welcome to the Monarch Basketball Halftime Report. Let's go back to the arena. The Monarchs, Ted Alexander.
Halftime at Chartway Arena in Norfolk, and the Monarchs of Old Dominion University, who at one point trailed in this ball game 16-6, lead it at intermission 40-35. Dennis Wolf, the effort we've seen right out of the box has been much better than Wednesday.
Night and day. And, you have to credit the guys. They got in a little bit of hole to begin with and then dug themselves out of it very well.
What do you think was working other than what Coach Nadeau was talking about?
Well, I think they were more physical, particularly on the defensive end, and they finished through traffic. There's been some very difficult shots made by, Casey Shore and Jordan Battle, but they have to continue to try to move the ball, Ted. And, they had 8 assists and 2 turnovers, which is a very good half for them the way the season has gone so far.
Can you keep it going for 40 minutes?
Yes.
Well, there you have it. 40-35. Monarchs lead it at halftime, and this is the ODU Sports Network.
At Chartway, there's insights. Hear about dreams.
Correct.
The number 18 million exact. Because of our members, we've supported scholarships.
And I know you've got a lot of scores in the challenge, so I'll try and not screw you.
Okay, no problem. It's about giving our members and our community every opportunity to shine their brightest. So join us and let's shine together.
Atlantic orthopedic specialists keep you moving and doing what you love. As the region's largest, most comprehensive orthopedic practice, they've been serving Hampton Roads for over 100 years. Multiple locations across Hampton Roads, 24 physicians, and 8 different specialties. Spine and scoliosis, sports medicine, hand to shoulder, total joint replacement, foot and ankle, orthopedic oncology, pain management, physical therapy, and with their AOS Now walk-in clinics, no appointment is necessary. As leaders in orthopedic health, Atlantic Orthopedic Specialists is proud to be the team physicians for Old Dominion University.
Looking for the perfect spot to chill, catch up with friends, and dig into some amazing food? Look no further than Chicho's. Since 1968, Chicho's has been serving more than just pizza. Whether you're craving their mouth-watering dishes, ice-cold drinks, or just want to kick back and watch the game, they've got you covered. Don't miss out on Wednesday's 99-cent wings from 5 to 9 p.m. That's right, just 99 cents. Plus, with karaoke, trivia, and live music all week, there's always something fun happening at Chicho's, where the food is hot, the drinks are cold, and the good times never stop.
Yes.
Visit one of Chicho's 9 locations today.
Get ready to save big at Bannister Nissan of Chesapeake. At Bannister Nissan.
Actually, yes.
Right now,
I'm going to run down the stats, then we got the interview next segment. So you're good.
72 months on select models. Looking for pre-owned? Payments start as low as $199 a month. And if you're a government worker, you get $1,000 off any new vehicle purchase or 50% off any maintenance service. Don't wait. These deals won't last long. Call today, 757-609-3310. Nissan put you behind the wheel of something amazing.
This is your flagship home for the ODU Sports Network. Sports Radio 94.1.
Halftime here at Chartway Arena in Norfolk. Old Dominion leads Ohio University in their second ever meeting. First one was a Bobcats win in the Great Alaska Shootout in '95. Tonight it's 40-35 Old Dominion at halftime. A quick look at some of the stats for the Bobcats. A.J. Sheldon leads the way. He's got 13 points and 2 rebounds, 8 points for Jalen Breath on 4 for 5 shooting, 6 points apiece for Javon Simmons and Aiden Hadaway, 2 points for Jackson Pavletsky, who is their leading scorer. They're shooting 48% from the field, 3 for 12 from 3, and 2 for 2 from the foul line. For the Monarchs of Old Dominion, 2 players in double figures. Casey Shaw has 11. Jordan Battle has 10. 6 for Cal Swanton Roger, along with 3 rebounds. 4 points apiece for Scotty Hubbard and Drew McKenna. Monarchs are shooting 44% from the field, 4 for 6 from 3, and 6 for 6 from the free throw line. Put it all in the hopper, and you've got the Monarchs on top, 40-35. Coming up next, a special guest from Atlantic Bay Mortgage Group on the ODU Sports Network.
At ODU Global, it's as unique as you are. Whether it's day one or a do-over, whether you're following the footsteps of a legacy or charting your own course, we help you get the most from your prior credits and military or work experience so you can get your degree faster. ODU Global. Education where you are and where you want to go for your work. Apply online.odu.edu today. That's ODU Global. Apply at online.odu.edu today.
Lifetime oil changes. That's how you win at Checkered Flag, where you always get the winner's edge with every new Toyota, Honda, Hyundai, Genesis, and Volkswagen. Lifetime oil changes and state inspections. Lifetime emergency towing. A 3-day money back.
You're going right in the interview here, right?
Yes. 1-hour buying experience that puts you in the driver's seat. The winner's edge. Only at Checkered Flag.
Should be around 8 minutes on the clock, right?
Yes.
At the Fish and Pig, they have the fine
about 8:10.
Nancy. And flavorful fresh seafood. They have great food, great drinks, and always a great time. They're located at 119 West 25th Street in Norfolk, in the heart of the Railroad District. For all the details, go to fishandpig.norfolk.com. And remember, nobody parties like the pig.
ODU fans, want a winning mortgage lender? Challenge accepted. Atlantic Bay helps you score more, financing your dream home to build a strong financial future with our smooth loan process, products for every home buyer, and outstanding service that treats you like an MVP long after the closing table. We take pride in helping ODU fans. So if a new home or refinance is in your game plan, call Atlantic Bay today. Atlantic Bay Mortgage Group, LLC, NMLS number 72043, NMLSconsumeraccess.org is an equal opportunity lender.
This is your flagship home for the ODU Sports Network. Sports Radio 94.1.
It is halftime. The MAC Sunbelt Challenge, Old Dominion and Ohio. Today's contest presented by Team Monarch Partner Atlantic Bay Mortgage Group. Atlantic Bay lending with pride to the 757 since 1996. Pleased to be joined at halftime by Shannon Hodges, who is the senior mortgage banker at Atlantic Bay Mortgage Group. Hello there, Shannon.
Hi, Ted. It's nice to be here.
Happy halftime to you. Question for you, some of the biggest changes always happening in your business. What has really affected Atlantic Bay and your clients in the past years?
We've seen a lot of changes in the last year. When mortgage rates jumped up in 2022, a lot of homeowners stayed put because they didn't want to give up their control rate. That kept inventory tight and forced buyers to compete hard, even with higher interest rates. Over the past year, we've seen more homes hitting the market and rates coming down, which has shifted Hampton Roads into a more balanced and even buyer-friendly market. Buyers are finally able to negotiate again, whether it's on price or closing cost credit, which we haven't seen in several years.
What do you tell prospective buyers who are really worried about the affordability in this day's market?
This has been a common concern for potential home buyers. I remind them that a mortgage is just one part of their overall financial picture. Instead of focusing on the interest rate, it's smart to focus on 2 numbers, the monthly mortgage payment and the cash needed at closing. If those both fit comfortably, then the home can be affordable. The good news is there's a lot of ways that we can structure a mortgage to help balance those numbers, which is why talking with a knowledgeable local lender early on is key. It opens up a lot of options that buyers may not know that they have.
Talking with Shannon Hodges, the senior mortgage banker at Atlantic Bay Mortgage Group. At halftime, I'm Ted Alexander. All right, first-time buyer, exciting, nerve-wracking, and dry give-ups. What's the biggest challenge facing that?
Everything you just said is true. One of the biggest things that I find with first-time home buyers is a lot of times they want their first home to be their forever home. And the reality is usually your first home is going to be a stepping stone. It helps you get your foot in the door so that you can start building equity and then move up to that dream home later. The other challenge really is sorting through information. That's why having a local team that you can trust between your real estate agent and lender is really helpful so that you can make sure that you're making smart decisions based on accurate information.
All right, if someone's on the fence about buying, what should they consider before deciding to wait?
So I usually ask one question. What's actually going to change if you wait? If there's a real financial change coming, like a new job or a big raise, then waiting can make sense. But if nothing major is going to change, the better questions are, can I afford the payment today? And would buying now improve my stability over the next 3 to 5 years? If the answer is yes, then waiting could end up costing you more, especially if we see housing prices continue to rise or if more buyers jump back into the market as interest rates are expected to peak.
Shannon Hodges, the senior mortgage banker at Atlantic Bay, learned something every time I speak with you. Thank you for your knowledge, your expertise, and your partnership, and enjoy the second half.
Thanks so much, Ted. I'm looking forward to it.
This is the ODU Sports Network.
Toyota Truck Month is extended at your local Toyota dealer with great deals on a new Toyota Tacoma, tested on dirt, rain, and snow. Or a Tundra, full-size power, serious capability, and strength that doesn't flinch when conditions get ugly. Toyota also offers a wide selection of all-wheel drive vehicles, including sporty Camrys, Corollas, or the spacious Grand Highlander and RAV4. Visit buyatoyota.com.
Fans, let's make some noise and welcome back to the court your ODU Monarchs!
How about Pavletsky? No points.
Today to receive exclusive ticket offers.
Yeah, I think they have him down for a deuce.
And meet other many Monarch fans. Learn more by scanning the QR code on the video board.
14, 27, 30. Oh, Jesus. Sheldon has 13. Hadaway only 6. So 8, 14, 27, 35. 17, 27, 31. 35. Beautiful timing. Good job, Jack. Along with the winningest coach in Boston University men's basketball history, Dennis Wolf, 40-35. Dennis, what's the final word you're telling those Monarchs over there in that huddle?
Let's continue what we did for the majority of that half. Let's get out to a good start here. Let's not let them immediately creep back into this. I think the Monarchs have gotten a little boost by their bench. They've gotten 11 bench points, which is something that hasn't happened in every game. And, and I'm sure there was some conversation with LJ about just being a little more under control.
Second half start brought to you by Centera. At Centera, we improve health every day by providing health plan members with quality, cost-effective health care. For cost and complete details of coverage, visit CenteraHealthPlans.com. Bobcats will start with the basketball in the green uniforms. Ohio outlined in white on the front, the number underneath. Names and numbers in white, outlined in black on the back. And they'll be moving from left to right toward downtown Norfolk. Jackson Pavletsky, their leading scorer, had 2 in the first half. He averages 17, and he's got the basketball. Now he gives it up to Javon Simmons. Left-hand side to A.J. Sheldon. Back to Simmons. Simmons 13 feet out. Pass deflected. Can the Monarchs come up with it? No. Simmons does. Gets it to Pavletsky. Then to Kelly at the top of the circle. Right-hand side, Pavletsky puts it on the deck with 7 to shoot. Now against Casey Shaw's man-to-man. Runs into a brick wall. Back to Simmons. This is a 3. That's no good. And the rebound comes down, and it's going to be a loose ball foul against Old Dominion. Monarch could have had a loose ball at the start of that possession. Dennis didn't come up with it. It's another opportunity for the Cats.
Yeah, and they made an effort. They went after it, though, Ted, and Simmons just kind of got there sooner.
Foul now will go against Old Dominion on the loose ball foul. Immediately Jared Turner in for L.J. Thomas, and that'll be his 3rd personal foul. Looping pass comes into Hadaway. He's on the right-hand side against Jared Turner. The big fella. He's a left-hander. Keep that in mind. He's working with the left hand. Picks up the dribble, goes into the corner. They bring the ball to Kelly on the wing. Kelly, they leave him alone for an open 3 that he bangs. I don't understand leaving a guy with the ball.
You can never leave the ball, Ted.
No.
I think he just got caught by the ball fake. And
40-38, Old Dominion. Monarchs' first offensive possession of the second half. Shaw at the top of the circle. Guarded there by Kelly. Crosses over into the paint. Turns, fires an 8-footer. No good. Rebound comes down to Hadaway. Outlet pass, Pavletsky on the right-hand side. Pavletsky gets to the right blocks, runs into Cal and a double team right there. Scoots the ball between defenders to Hadaway, who lays it in to tie the game at 40. Yeah,
this is that 5-0 start that we were hoping Ohio wouldn't get, Ted.
Left-hand side, Casey Shaw starts with a forced shot by Shaw. Here's Turner, dribble handoff to Zach Wiggins. Wiggins is between the circles. Now he probes the left-hand side with a pass to KC. KC runs into Pavletsky, gets past it with contact, throws it up wildly. Cal, the offensive rebound, the putback, and the deuce.
Great job by Cal staying with it.
Another horrible shot from KC. They don't have to pay for it, though. At the other end, a wing 3, in and out, no good. Who's going to chase the ball down? Bobcats are coming up with every loose ball. It's still up in the air. Now it's battle. 3-on-2. Jordan down the right side. Leaves it for Shaw. Shaw has it stripped away by Hadaway and out of bounds. 17:55 to play. Old Dominion 42, Ohio 40. Bobcats come in 13-11 overall, 7-5 in the Mid-American Conference. Turner in the right-hand corner against Hadaway's man-to-man defense. Quickly back to Battle. Battle working against Sheldon on the right wing. Jab step once, twice. Gets the ball. Awful pass. That's supposed to get to Cal. But Cal threw it off a Bobcat and out of bounds.
And good hustle by Cal and a smart play, Ted.
Just a horrendous pass that the Monarchs escape. 17:43 to go. They lead it by 2 right in front of his teammates. Jordan Battle will inbounds with Sheldon right in front of him. Meanwhile, Jeff Bowles is going, "What are you calling over there, fellas?" He's having a chat with one of the Zebras here. Talking with Jordan Arnold across the way.
Yeah, I think the question is, what are they getting the full 20 or?
Monarchs will hustle over to talk to their coach, Mike Jones, while this discussion's going on. The discussion seems to be over. Bowles has his arms outstretched going, "What's going on?" Now he's calling a defense. Now Battle's getting ready to end up down the basketball.
And it is 11 seconds, Ted.
All right, 17:43 on the game clock, 11 on the shot clock. Battle, where he goes to Cal. Quickly back to Jordan. 9 on the shot clock now. Sheldon in front of him. Cal sets the screen. Battle, top of the circle. Now to Turner. Turner's going to have to hoist. He hoists a long 3, and that's no good. Rebound, Cal downstairs. Shot fake, puts it up. Won't go, but he's fouled by Hadaway. And they're barking at each other. I love it. I see what you mean, though, by Cal, under the right circumstances here, could dominate this.
Well, they list Hadaway at 6'8", Ted, and look at the difference between Cal and he. I know my depth perception might be going, but I don't know if my height perception is going.
Swanton Roger misses the first. That's the first Monarch miss from the free throw line in 7 attempts. He'll get one more toward the bucket to our left. 17:30 to go, 42-40 Old Dominion. Second foul shot is good from Swanton Roger, who's got himself 9 points and 5 rebounds, and the Monarchs have a 3-point lead. Pavletsky with Battle hounding him in the backcourt, moves it into the front court with a left-hand push pass to Sheldon. Right in front of his coach. Sheldon coming counterclockwise, hands the ball back to Pavletsky on the right wing. 16 to shoot for Ohio U. Pavletsky penetrates, throws it up with the right hand, off glass, no good. Rebound, put back, no good. Rebound, Hadaway has the ball. Where's it going to go? Out of bounds off Turner.
And the Bobcats are being way more aggressive on the offensive glass, and we're going to have to match that, Ted.
Yeah, Monarchs aren't coming up with many of the loose balls here tonight. War all season, really. 17 to shoot. Pavletsky has it at the elbow. One bounce back, wide open. That's a slam for Javon Simmons. Defensive breakdown.
Well, Pavletsky's very, very clever with the ball.
43-42 Old Dominion, 16:53 to play. Man-to-man defense from the Bobcats. This is Jordan Battle. Swings it left-hand side to Casey Shaw. Foul line, push pass into the corner. They go to Zach Wiggins. Wiggins, the freshman from Greensboro, bounces it into Cal. Cal turns. Cal fires. Cal hits.
And they have to play through him, Ted. I know I'm a broken record here.
But the Monarchs never follow your lead in consecutive possessions. Meanwhile, Hadaway drive and lays it in for a foul, and he gets popped on the chops, no call. But he's now doubled over in front of one of the officials.
Yeah, and I think he got hit right on the top of the head as he was laying that in. So I'm sure we're going to see some complaining.
Cal came down. I guess he inadvertently got him on the elbow.
He didn't do it on purpose. He just was, he was out of position. And
Hadaway will come out with his team down 45-44 with 16:26 to go. If you're just joining us, Ohio jumped out to the fast start, taking a 10-point lead in the first half. Monarchs rallied to lead by as many as 7 in the first, by 5 in intermission. Now it's a 1-point Monarch lead. KC Shaw, Jordan Battle, Zach Wiggins, Cal Swanton Roger, and Jared Turner on the floor for Mike Jones. And a push from behind is going to be called on A.J. Sheldon for his second personal foul. Second team foul on the Bobcats here in the second half. Monarchs will inbound far side. Just to the left of head coach Mike Jones. Jordan Battle has the basketball. Sheldon in front of him. Waving, gets the ball into Cal. Cal puts it on the deck, takes to the hole. Runner, no, but he hands it off to KC, who lays it in.
And a good, smart play by Cal, Ted. Yep. He was under control.
That's the key thing, a driver under control. 47-44 Old Dominion. 16:01 to play here at Chartway Arena in Norfolk.
And the Monarchs are back in that 2-3 zone.
Battle and Wiggins on the top of it. They go foul line. Pavletsky, great pass downstairs. Into the corner they go. This is Kwani. Kwani to Sheldon in the corner. Here's an open 3 that's in and out, no good. Battle the rebound off the Kelly miss. Jordan into the front court. Kwani's in front of him, the long arms. Jordan finds his way to the left wing. Into the corner they go. Battle. This is a Turner jumper. No good. We've got a foul that's going to go against, I believe, Kwani.
Yeah, I think he was locked up with Cal, and Cal did a good job of keeping his arms up.
Kwani will pick up the personal foul. Monarch basketball when we return to Chartway Arena. 15:35 to play in the MAC Sunbelt Challenge. ODU from the Sunbelt, 47. Ohio from the MAC, 44. This is the ODU Sports Network.
We've got 2 contestants ready to dash, grab, and bag their way to victory. Each racer must place all their groceries into the basket, but they can only grab one item at a time. First person to put all their groceries in the basket wins. We have Lucas and Cormac. On my count, 3, 2, 1, go!
We got a dogfight here. All the way back. All the way back.
And the winner is Lucas. And be sure to stick around after the game for post-game layups. In Gospel section 116, at the end of the game, you will be escorted down to the court following tonight's final buzzer. Again, meet at the top of section 116 at the end of the game. You will be escorted down to the court.
Tonight's Max Sunbelt Challenge game sponsor is Team Monarch partner Atlantic Bay Mortgage Group. Atlantic Bay lending with pride in the 757 since 1996. Ted Alexander, Dennis Wolf here at Chartway Arena. 15:35 to play. Old Dominion 47, Ohio 44. Dennis, set the scene.
Well, you know, this game has a feel to it, Ted, that it's going to go down to the wire. So they got to continue to try to get the ball into Cal, and I think they got to control Pavletsky. He's got 8 assists with 16 minutes left to go in this game. He's really upped his involvement.
Personal fouls, L.J. Thomas 3, Scotty Hubbard 2. Those are the only ones with 2 or more. On the other side, Sheldon has 2. Hadaway has 3 for Ohio. Monarchs to inbound, baseline right, Battle do the honors. Kwani waving the long arms, gets it into KC. Nice move on the left block, throws it up on the right hand, and in. He's got 15, and the Monarchs lead is 49-44. Full court pressure from Old Dominion. Get the ball to Pavletsky. He's double teamed by Wiggins and Turner in the backcourt. Looping pass way ahead of the field. Here's Breath, and he drives and stuffs it. That's the problem with the press, and Breath has 10 points. 49-46 Old Dominion, 15:05 to go.
Pavletsky's a hard guy to pressure.
Yep. Here's Battle down the left-hand side, stops at the wing. Into the corner he goes. Turner back to Jordan. Jordan crosses over Kelly, gets the left block, spins to the lane down the right-hand side, blocked by Kelly out of bounds. Telegraph City from Jordan Battle. And it was easy to block for J.J. Kelly. Monarchs have 10 to shoot. They lead it by 3. Inbounds pass comes to Turner right in front of the Monarch bench on the right wing. Goes back to Battle in the right-hand corner. He'll fire a 3. No good. Offside rebound comes down to Sheldon, uncontested. And in the white uniforms, he's racing from left to right into the corner. He goes to Pavletsky. Guarded by Zach Wiggins. Pavletsky now to the foul line. Back to Breath. Layup is no good. Rebound comes down to Jared Turner. Turner outlet pass right-hand side. Casey Shaw into the front court. Mike Jones gesticulating his. Here's the baseline jumper from Casey Shaw, and it's good. 51-46 Old Dominion, 14:15 to go.
Casey's using his size, Ted, and just jumping up and shooting right over their perimeter guys.
Pavletsky goes to Sheldon. Guarded tightly in the man-to-man defense by Battle. Swings it back to Pavletsky on the right wing. He's picked up by Turner. Couple of dribbles, gets a screen, has some space, penetrates, throws it up. Nobody's fouled. 2 shots coming for Jackson Pavletsky off the Jared Turner personal. First foul on Turner, second team foul on the Monarchs of Old Dominion. And Jackson Pavletsky, a 79% free throw shooter who went 10 for 10 against Western Michigan. Fires for the first time tonight, and it didn't hit the rim. It's his first points of the second half. He's got 3 overall, averages 17 a game. Hubbard and McKenna in, Turner and Swanton Roger out for Mike Jones and the Monarchs, leading at 51-47, 13:58 to go. Second one is good for Pavletsky. Nice free throw shooting for him. Don't want to send him back there. So here we go with Battle and McKenna and Shaw and Hubbard and Wiggins. Playing offense for Old Dominion, the gray uniforms. Attacking the bucket to our left. KC at the top of the circle. Looking right, looking left against Kelly's defense. Goes to McKenna. McKenna on the right side, back to KC. 10 to shoot for Old Dominion. Nothing going on offensively. KC trying to make something happen. Takes a long 2. That's no good. Rebound comes down to Kelly. That's not the offense you want if you're Old Dominion. Here comes Kelly into the front court. Stops, chest pass, left-hand side to Hadaway. Hadaway puts it on the deck to the right elbow. Into the corner he goes. Kelly doesn't take the 2 over Wiggins, but drives and loses the ball out of bounds. Nice defense from Zach Wiggins, shutting Kelly off as he turned a three into an attempt to drive, and that didn't happen.
Well, Zach got his foot down on the baseline, Ted, and that's what you always want defenders to do.
Into the front court, heading toward the 13-minute mark. Monarchs lead it by 3 here in Norfolk. Here's Battle. No look pass to McKenna. He's open on the baseline, doesn't take the shot. Now he fades and fires. That's no good. Casey Shaw battles for the rebound, keeps it in, but it comes to Hadaway. Numbers for Ohio University out of Athens. And the Mid-American Conference, no look. They get the ball to Breath, outside Pawelewski. Right blocks to Kelly, brings it back to Pawelewski. Monarchs do a good job getting back on defense. 15 to shoot for the Bobcats. Pawelewski penetrates to the right baseline. Double team there. Skip pass far side, knocked out of bounds by Battle. 9 to shoot for the Bobcats.
Well, something to keep an eye on, Ted. Hadaway's playing with 3 fouls, and they're a much different team when he's in the game. If they could get a 4th on him.
Let's keep an eye on Breath, who's lighting it up here. 5 for 7 from the field shooting, and usually they're layups. Here's Sheldon. He backs up, fires a 3, and hits it.
Well, KC's looking at like there was confusion on the switch, but he had like a second to load it up there.
Here's another tie, 51-51, 12-22 to decide this thing. Battle down the right side, gets to the baseline, scoops into the corner for a Wiggins 3. Yes, for Zach Wiggins. Monarchs take the lead, 54-51, 12-10 to go. Pawelewski to Brett. His driving layup's no good, but there's Hadaway with the putback. And if they're going to call the foul, they don't give the layup.
They call the foul. The layup doesn't count, Ted.
12:07 to go. It'll be free throws for Breath. And the foul will be on Swanton Roger, his second. And Jalen Breath, a 42% free throw man, goes to the line for 2.
Yeah, and I think that works in the Monarchs' favor there.
No doubt. First one from Breath is no good. Good touch around the basket in layup and dunk land, not so much from 15 feet. He'll get one more. Up at the right hands, good. He goes 1 for 2. He's got 11 points, and the lead is 2. 54-52. With Casey Shaw, Jordan Battle, Zach Wiggins, Scotty Hubbard, and Cal Swanton Roger on the floor for Mike Jones and Old Dominion. Under 12 to play in this MAC Sunbelt Challenge tilt. Second time these institutions have met. Here's Hubbard, left-hand side to Shaw. Shaw on the wing. Now dribbles to the top of the circle and takes the elbow extended jump shot that's no good. Rebound comes down to Breath. Outlet pass Pawelewski. They love him with the basketball. And why not? He makes great decision after great decision. Here he burrows into the paint, now dribbles out there to the right wing. Guarded by Casey Shaw. Casey gets the body in front. He'll get the whistle right there for his first personal.
You could see that coming, Ted. It looked like he got away with one at first.
4th team foul on the Monarchs. 20 seconds for Ohio to shoot when we come back to Chartway Arena. 11:32 to play. Another tight one, folks. 54-52. Old Dominion leads Ohio on the ODU Sports Network.
Thank you. Happy birthday.
Thank you. This is my big gift.
Let's give them one more round of applause.
Our second half adjustments are brought to you by Bon Secours. Visit bonsecours.com to learn more. Second half, Monarchs shooting 6 for 15, 1 for 4 from 3. That's 40% from the field. And the Bobcats are 6 for 12, 50%. They're 2 for 5 from 3 and 3 for 4 from the free throw line. They've outscored Old Dominion 17-40 since intermission. Monarchs lead at 54-52.
Well, one of the stats, Ted, that jumps out to me for both teams is this has been a cleanly played game. The Monarchs have 12 assists and only 2 turnovers, and Ohio has 16 assists and 6 turnovers. So, both teams have taken care of the ball, and this has been a pretty well-played game from that standpoint.
Total rebounds, 27-23 for Ohio U, and they've got the basketball with 20 to shoot now. Pavletsky will inbounds baseline right. 11:32 to go, 54-52 Monarchs. Pavletsky brings it into Hadaway in the right-hand corner. Out to Sheldon, who catches, fires, hits.
Really nice set play on the underneath out of bounds, and Sheldon has shot the heck out of it so far in this game, Ted.
He's got 19, Dennis, and it's 55-54 them. 11:15 to go. Hubbard on the left wing, guarded by Pavletsky. Who's got Hadaway? And let's find a way to get him his 4th foul. Here's Wiggins outside to Hubbard. Hubbard will fire a 3. That's no good. And the rebound, we're going to have a foul. Is that going to be on Brett or Hadaway?
I think it's on Simmons.
Or Simmons, part 3. Good call, Dennis.
Thank you, Ted.
His second. Monarchs will have 20 to shoot, and Battle will trigger the play baseline left. 11:05 to go. Into Cal in the left-hand corner. Guarded by Simmons. Holds the ball over his head. Back to Jordan. Jordan's guarded by Sheldon. Gets past Sheldon. Now he's double-teamed. Brings the ball back to Hubbard at the top. Chest pass to Casey Shaw on the right side. 8 to shoot for Old Dominion. Shaw uses the shoulder and rises and hits nothing with that one. Hubbard tries to keep it in, but comes down to Hadaway of Ohio U. Bit of a force right there. Got to keep moving on offense. Create guys open lanes. Hadaway doing a lot of dribbling. Leaves it for Pavletsky. He's on the right wing now. Backs it up against Scotty Hubbard's man-to-man, who gets a screen from Simmons. Pavletsky into the paint. Pulls up the dribble. Good defense from the Monarchs there. Now out to Hadaway on the left wing. He's going to go to work against KC. Turns, fades, fires, and way off. Good defense from Old Dominion right there.
Good, very good defense. Forced them into a really bad shot.
Here's Battle. Top of the circle goes to Cal, but another careless pass. It's deflected and picked off by Simmons. Oh, Telegraph City from Jordan. Can't do that. I know you wanted to get it to Cal, who was open, but awful pass. Now Simmons plows, and a blocking foul is called on the Monarchs. Trying to take the charge from Hubbard. He's going to be whistled for his 3rd foul. It'll be a couple of shots for the Bobcats, who lead it 55-54 with 10:05 to go.
Yeah, we were a little blocked out, Ted. It looked like Scotty had the right idea, but he just was moving in the last minute into him.
Simmons, a 67% free throw shooter, has 8 points and 4 rebounds. And it's up with the left hand and no good. Not as many students here tonight as you want in a game like this. We'll hope for more on Wednesday night when the Monarchs welcome the Marshall Thundering Herd to the back half of a doubleheader. Women play at 5, Monarch men play at 7:30 this Wednesday here at Chartway Arena in Norfolk. Both games on the ODU Sports Network. Matt Hatfield, Sean DeBerry have the women covered. Dennis and I will have the men's game. One more for Javon Simmons to extend the lead to 2. Good. 56-54, Ohio. L.J. Thomas into the front court for the Monarchs. L.J., foul line extended, hands it off to Wiggins. Wiggins into the paint on the left elbow, throws it up with the right, short. No good. Comes down to the Bobcats, Dior Connors, and he's into the front court. The right-hand side, gets it to Pavletsky between the circles. Now to Hadaway. Hadaway guarded by L.J. Thomas. Height advantage, Ohio right there. L.J.'s poking at it from around the side. Awful pass. It comes to Hubbard. Can the Monarchs come up with a turnover? Yes.
Really had no idea who he was passing that to, but a good job by the Monarchs in jumping in there.
Thomas into the front court, yet to score tonight. Goes down the left-hand side, finds a lane and lays it in. And that ties the game at 56. 9:15 to play. Pavletsky into the front court for the 13-11 Ohio Bobcats out of Athens, Ohio. Top of the circle, Hadaway left-hand side. Connors now to Simmons, to Pavletsky. He goes down the right side and takes a 10-footer that's off the mark. And the rebound comes down to Scotty Hubbard. Quickly to Zach Wiggins on the left-hand side. He'll slow things down with a pass to L.J. Thomas. He's into the front court to our left. Mike Jones pointing out instructions, calling out the play. Tough defense here from Dior Connors on LJ. LJ brings it back to Jared Turner. He'll hoist a long three and bury a long three. His second of the game, and it's 59-56 Old Dominion, 8.5 to play. Pavletsky, one bounce to Kelly. Now they go right baseline. Hadaway outside. Connors to tie the game. In and out, no good. Cal the rebound for Old Dominion. Monarchs with a 3-point lead. 8:15 to go. Left-hand side. Turner's open. He'll fire another one, and he'll hit another one. Jared Turner's third three of the game extends the lead to 62-56, and Jeff Bowles has seen enough. He calls for time. 8:11 to play here in Norfolk. Monarchs 62, Bobcats 56. This is the ODU Sports Network. $6,657 here, if you're wondering. 6,657, if you're wondering. That's the attendance.
Thank you.
How about an 8-0 run, Dennis? How about that?
2 big threes by Jared Turner. Bad transition defense by Ohio, but the Monarchs took advantage of it, and they're giving themselves a little bit of a cushion right here.
Attendance today, 6,657. Smells like someone reeking with cigarette butts just walked by.
Yep.
Maybe it's Sheila over here.
It could be.
Maybe not. Well, they just took one off. What are we doing here, Dennis?
Well, I'm thinking that one of those threes, his foot must have been on the line, Ted. And was
probably
only
for Jared Turner?
Yes. This guy's coming over to explain it. The one in the corner was a 2.
Okay, Jared Turner's last one was a 2, not a 3. God bless, and thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, a bit of housekeeping to take care of. The last 3 by Jared Turner was a 2, Dennis. So he's got 8 points, and the lead is 61-56 with 8:11 to go.
And the Monarchs have 14 assists, Ted, and 3 turnovers, which is phenomenal.
Monarch basketball presented in part by Atlantic Bay Mortgage Group. It's your home. Own it. Choose the team that's been lending with pride in the 757 for nearly 30 years. Atlantic Bay Mortgage Group is the official mortgage company of ODU Athletics and the sponsor of tonight's MAC Sunbelt Challenge contest between Old Dominion and Miami of Ohio. And Dennis, has been a good ball game. Let's see. We've got 4 ties and 6 lead changes thus far. Plenty of time left in this thing. Monarchs opened their season in the front half, the road half, if you will, of the MAC Sunbelt Challenge, and led Miami of Ohio by 8 at the half. Ended up losing by 15 to a Red Hawk team that hasn't lost since. They beat Marshall earlier today. I believe they're 24-0 now. The Red Hawks leading the MAC in the top 25. All right, here we go with A.J. Sheldon into the front court. Man-to-man defense from Zach Wiggins. No Robert Davis Jr. tonight because of injury. We weren't told of specific injury, but he hasn't played a second. And backing out is now Hadaway with 10 on the shot clock. Guarded by Jared Turner. Stopped by Turner. Gets a screen from Breath. Running one-hander. No good. Good defense, Turner. But then we've got Hadaway coming up with the basketball, and they're going to call this one, I believe, on Cal. Almost the 4th personal on Hadaway, but it's going to go against Old Dominion. That'll be against Swanton Roger, and that'll be his 3rd personal foul, and that'll bring us to another timeout. 7:43 to go here in Norfolk, 61-56. Monarchs lead the Bobcats on the ODU Sports Network.
ODU fans, during today's game, Coach Mike Jones and staff bring awareness to the importance of childhood reading.
What break number is this, Jack? Thank you. Yep.
February, we celebrate Black History Month, a time to honor the achievements, culture, and contributions of Black leaders past and present. Our men's team has selected African American civil rights leaders who have inspired them. Take a look on the video board to see who they chose. got a fantastic opportunity coming your way. The Ohio Bobcats missed 2 consecutive free throws in the final 7 minutes and 57 seconds of tonight's game. Everyone in the arena with a small dirty pride, courtesy of the Dirty Buffalo. So keep your eyes on the free throw line, cross your fingers, and get ready to get loud, because a pair of missed shots could mean 3 fries for you. Let's make some noise and let's get those dirty fries.
Monarchs had a 7-0 run over the last 98 seconds, and they lead at 61-56. 7:43 to go, Dennis Wolf. Map out the strategy for a couple of teams that have had trouble finishing the deal.
Well, the Monarchs, I think, have to continue to try to go inside when they can. Ohio's got a little bit of foul trouble, and they haven't been able to guard Cal near the basket. They have to rebound on this end, Ted. Hadaway has been outworking them a couple of times, and you're in crunch time, and that can't happen.
3 fouls apiece on Cal Swanton, Roger, L.J. Thomas, and Scotty Hubbard. On the other side, Hadaway, the only Bobcat with more than 2. He's got 3. So it'll be Ohio basketball. Jackson Pavletsky will inbound baseline right. Monarchs defending the bucket with a 61-56 lead. 7:43 to go. Pavletsky looking, still looking to loop it, brings it in. Sheldon has it knocked out of bounds by Scotty Hubbard's quick hands. He's had a nice run here tonight, including a 4-point play. Sheldon to inbound just to our right. So Simmons in, breath out for Jeff Bowles and the Bobcats as we go under 7:40 to play. Pavletsky to the left elbow, rises for the jumper and banks it. He's got 6 points, averages 17, and he's brought his team to within 3 at 61-58. 7.5 to go here at Chartway Arena in Norfolk. Max Sunbelt Challenge. Jordan Battle, right-hand side, goes back to Cal. Cal throws it up and in, and it counts. Oh, that's going to be the 4th, I believe, on Hadaway. He can't believe it. Cal plowed into him. He was moving. Cal's trailing hand, Spider-Man-like, flipped it up and in, and he'll go to the line for the end one opportunity.
And that's the consistent refereeing that you were looking for, Ted. They're going to have to take Hadaway out right now.
Swanton Roger will get a free throw here to try and extend the Monarch lead to 6. He does just that. 14 points, 6 rebounds for Cal Swanton Roger. No sign of taking Hadaway out from Jeff Bowles. He'll inbound it, gets the ball to Kelly. Kelly to Pavletsky. 64-58 Old Dominion, 7:17 to play. Pavletsky guarded by Battle. No dumb fouls, please. Monarchs have the defense at a man-to-man level. Here's Sheldon. He's been hot from 3. Gives the ball up to Kelly. Right-hand side to Hadaway. Now to Simmons. Javon Simmons turns with 9 to shoot, under 7 to play. Guarded by Turner. Spins into the double team. Throws it up, and a late foul whistled against the Monarchs with 4 on the shot clock.
Well, you got to get your body in there, Ted. You can't reach.
Second personal foul on Jared Turner. And the 67% free throw shooter, Javon Simmons, back to the line, having made 1 of 2 from the stripe tonight. Possession arrow favors Old Dominion, if you're wondering. First free throw's good. Simmons with 10 points and 4 rebounds. Hadaway with 13 rebounds tonight for Ohio University. Second one is no good. It's short. McKenna has the rebound. McKenna into the ball game with Battle and Turner, Wiggins, and Hubbard. Jared Turner takes the pass in the front court, gets it back to Jordan Battle, who's running the point right now with 6:40 to play, and the Monarchs up 64-59. This is a key possession. Got to extend this lead. Get yourself some room. Battle working against Hadaway, takes it down the left, spins, turns, fades, fires, and hits. Jordan Battle First points of the second half extend the Monarch lead to 66-59. 6.5 to go. Monarchs with 17 fouls. Ohio with 5 team fouls. And did Mike Jones just call that timeout?
I think he did.
And the reason for that is what?
Well, he's probably just going to imprint in their minds, you're up 7, you're having good possessions. They could be talking about the foul trouble. Just want to make sure they see what's in front of them.
And this is the type of team that needs exactly that.
I would agree.
Monarch basketball presented in part by High Val Industries. High Val brings you the Jack Duck Jams, and this place will be jamming if the Monarchs can hold on for another 6.5. Visit highval.com for all your hydraulic needs. High Val proudly serving their customers for over 47 years. Hadaway playing with 4 personal fouls. He's the only player in the building with 4 personals. He'll inbound. Gets the ball into Pavletsky, guarded by Jordan Battle. No stupid fouls now, fellas.
You just want to guard without fouling, Ted, because they're going to be shooting free throws next foul.
Correct. Monarchs in the bonus now. There's Pavletsky into the paint. Brings it back to Kelly. His 3 is good. J.J. Kelly's second field goal is a 3, and it's 66-62.
Well, and Drew McKenna was a mile behind him, Ted. You know, this is crunch time. You got to stay with your man.
Under 6 to play. Monarchs with the basketball. McKenna, left-hand corner, puts it on the deck and just get tripped up by Pavletsky there with 5:56 to go. That'll be the 16th foul. That's his first personal. Thomas in, McKenna out, Hubbard out, Swanton Roger back in. Again, Cal's playing with 3 personals. Thomas to inbound, baseline left. Hoops it into Jared Turner, who's been effective tonight with 8 points. Turner to Jared Battle. He's on the left wing, 15 to shoot for Old Dominion. Jared going to work against the taller, bigger Simmons. One bounce to Cal, who's got the mismatch down the left block. Turns, snap pass, awful, picked off by Hadaway. Too many people to get through. Hadaway headman pass to Kelly. Kelly drives and dunks. 8 points for J.J. Kelly, and it's 66-64. This 7-point lead's going up in smoke as LJ drives right-hand side, puts it up with a wild hand, and gets it to go, and he's fouled. Oh, thought that was going to keep dancing on the rim until midnight struck, but it falls through, and LJ Thomas will go to the line for the and one.
Well, you almost thought that he shouldn't have attempted that shot, Ted, because he was so far under the rim, but somehow he got it to go.
68-64 Old Dominion, 5:28 to go. McKenna, Turner, Thomas, Shaw, and Battle on the floor for the Monarchs. Free throw is good for L.J. Thomas. He's got 5 points all since halftime, and it's 69-64. Pavletsky in the front court, crosses over against Jordan Battle. One bounce to Simmons, and we've got a whistle.
And that's what we talked about.
Foul.
There's no reason to do that.
And that's Jordan Battle with another stupid play. Come on now. First on Battle, but again, it's just the reach out thing. There's no benefit of that.
And you're putting a very good free throw shooter on the line, and they're scoring with the clock stopped.
1 and 1 for Pavletsky. The first one is no good. McKenna the rebound. Quickly outlets to Battle on the right-hand side. Jordan catches a break. Into the front court, right in front of the Monarch bench, and Mike Jones. Jordan Battle, left-hand dribble, comes to the left-hand side, trying to beat Sheldon to the spot. Can't do it. Picks up the dribble, back to LJ. LJ with 15 to shoot. Past everybody. Shot fake. Up. Nobody's fouled.
And that's it for Hadaway.
And that's it for Hadaway. Good call, Dennis. Shot fake the key there for LJ Thomas. And so they'll take their sweet time replacing him, and the Monarchs are all around Mike Jones in front of the Monarch bench with 4:59 to go. It's 69-64 Old Dominion. L.J. Thomas heading to the line for 2. Well, Hadaway's as far away from his bench as he can get in this building and still be on the floor. Here, Kwani back into the ball game. The 6'9" redshirt freshman from Melbourne, Australia. Hadaway leaves, having a heck of a ball game. with 12 points and 13 rebounds, 3 assists.
And he handles the ball a lot, and he does a lot of other things for him, Ted. So this really hurts them at this juncture.
L.J. Thomas to the line for 2. Swish goes the first one. He's got 6 points, and the lead is 6. One more for LJ. On the floor with Drew McKenna, Jared Turner, Casey Shaw, and Jordan Bowden. Again, no Robert Davis Jr. tonight. Second free throw. Good. LJ's looks sweet as can be from that free throw line tonight, going 3 for 3, barely touching the rim on any of the shots. 4:53 turning clock. Monarchs 71, Bobcats 64. Pavletsky against Casey Shaw's defense. Backing him down on the left-hand side. Head up. Looking, backing him down again. Puts the shoulder into it. Driving Simmons, who lays it in. Nice look. Boy, he's a sharp player, Pavletsky.
Well, he just really sees the defense.
Quickly into the front court. Thomas and the Monarchs. LJ to Jared Turner on the right-hand wing. Picked up by Simmons. Back to LJ with 20 to shoot. LJ tries to penetrate. Almost loses the ball. Goes back to Turner. Long three. No good. Rebound comes to Kelly. Kelly leaves for Pavletsky. And Pavletsky's into the front court to Kelly on the left wing. He's on the wing, but stopped nicely by McKenna. Pavletsky now with 4:10 to go. Monarchs 71, Bobcats 66. Pavletsky down the left-hand side. Double pumper. No! Blocked by LJ. McKenna ahead of the field. It's battle. Layup. No! And the rebound comes down. Who's going to come up with it? KC Shaw. There's contact all over the place. KC misses the layup. Gets it back. Puts it up. Blocked again. And we've got whistles. I don't know if fouls were called.
I don't think
police were called. Both players, Kelly and Shaw, are on the floor. Athletic trainer Jason Mitchell attending to the Bobcat, who looks to be the more seriously injured, looking at his leg. But what was the call there?
I don't know, Ted, but there was a lot of wild attempts at the basket there. The Monarchs really were attacking, and
but it was 1-on-2 layup attempts. 1-on-2 layup attempts. Why not just pass it out for an open look?
Right.
So, Lucy, you got some splaining to do.
Well, with Hadaway already out, losing another guy here is really going to shorten Ohio's bench.
And it'll be the under 4 timeout that comes with 3:51 on the clock. We'll try and figure something out here. We know the score is 71-66 Old Dominion, but I have no idea who's getting the ball here.
I think Ohio's getting the ball.
Off what?
I think they came up with it after that scrum.
Well,
just my humble opinion, but
there's a reason you're the winningest coach in Boston University men's basketball history. And they're going to take a timeout. Let's take the timeout. Back to Chartway in a moment. 3:51 to go. Monarchs lead at 71-66. Buckle up, Monarch Nation. This is how we roll. Back in a moment on the ODU Sports Network.
Well, it's good to see he's putting a little weight on it.
Woohoo. So it's going to be Ohio ball, right?
I'm thinking it's going to be Ohio ball.
Did you like the sequence there? Should they have passed it out and gotten a better shot, or do you think you have a better shot?
Yeah, I think they should have probably gathered it and kicked it out, because it's now you're in a possession game and every possession matters, Ted. Now, there's a lot of arguing by Ohio, so maybe they're giving the ball to the Monarchs. And the shot clock is at 29, so I think it's going to be their ball, I think.
So here's the last play. That should have been a foul right there. That could have been a foul right there.
But that's what you see, and Blaney came up with the ball.
Yep.
I don't. Maybe they're giving it to them there.
Chartway Credit Union is the official credit union of Old Dominion Athletics. Chartway Credit Union, big enough to empower you, small enough to remember you. Become a member today. 3:51 to go, 71-66. Monarchs lead the Bobcats. We think Dennis is right with Ohio getting the ball. Both teams are still gathered up, and we got ice cream and cake going on here. But we can also tell you that J.J. Kelly walked gingerly off the court under his own power, so that's good news.
You know, and the way he walked off that, I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't come back in the game.
Okay. He and Casey Shaw went down. Now, I'm shocked that we didn't have – I'm surprised we didn't have a foul called as Casey
somewhere in there.
Somewhere
yes.
in there. There was just lots of – and maybe I should be glad that we aren't getting every whistle all the time like we seem to get in a lot of –
Well, this has been a well-played game. Hasn't been a lot of turnovers. There hasn't been a lot of fouls called.
All right. So let's see what we've got here.
It's Ohio ball.
Ohio basketball. Kwani will inbound with Jared Turner providing the resistance. Gets it into Pavletsky. 3:49 to go. Monarchs by 5 here in Norfolk. Play some tough defense.
Without fouling, Ted.
Without fouling. Kwani has it. The Turner right in front of him. Gets the ball off now to Burris. Left-hand side. This is Pavletsky, though. Shelton the three. That's good. He's been hitting threes all night, and he doesn't stop here. He's got 22.
And a good set play by Ohio U.
71-69 Old Dominion. 3:22 to go. Here's Thomas on the right wing. Puts it on the deck into the corner. This is Turner. Turner penetrates against Kwani. Now brings it outside. Dribble handoff to KC Shaw. 15 to shoot for Old Dominion. Fakes right. Goes left into Kwani, who's 6'9". KC backs it up. Nothing going on offensively. He takes through the hole on the left side. Waits. Throws the ball up. No. Awful right there. Monarchs with another miserable possession.
Just don't understand that, Ted.
Well, you don't have a point guard out there to organize them. LJ is the closest you've got there, but they didn't have it in his hands. Under 3 to play. Monarchs by 3 here in Norfolk. Actually by 2. 71-69. Pavletsky, a screen from Simmons, gets him to the foul line. Down the right side he goes. Stopped by Cal. Out to Burris. This is for the lead. It's short. No good. Rebound Turner. 2:40 to go.
And that's a guy you'd want to have taking shots for them who hasn't really been in the game much.
Correct. Here's Thomas between the circles, guarded by Pavletsky. Down the right-hand side goes LJ. Behind his back, into the paint, gets to the left-hand side. Layup, good. He's got 9, 73-69 Old Dominion. Pavletsky races into the front court to our right. Now backs it up. LJ stopped him. Pavletsky, this is a 3. Way off the mark. It's on the floor. Who's going to come up with it? Cal's trying. It's a jump ball that'll go Old Dominion's way.
Great hustle by Cal, getting down first to the floor.
Monarch basketball with 2:15 to go. They lead it by 4. Monarchs seem to always have difficulty coming up with the ball cleanly when it's loose.
A lot of people went after that one, Ted, on both teams.
Yep.
So
good tie-up knowing that the arrow was in your favor. So now we get full court pressure from the Bobcats. Battle will inbound. LJ will try and get it from him. And he does in the right-hand corner. Back to Battle. Battle will be met by Burris at three-quarters courts. He loops it back to LJ on the left-hand side. Into the front court we go. 2:05 on the clock. LJ just inside the midcourt stripe, guarded by Sheldon. Drifts to the right-hand side. Simmons is there. Chest pass into the corner to Battle. Drives right baseline. Throws it up wildly. Awful shot. Blocked. And here's Pavletsky leading a break. KC does a good job of slowing that Bobcat break. One bounce to Simmons. High post right side. Pavletsky back to Simmons. He takes it to the hole and gets blasted.
Well,
horrible play by Battle.
Well, they forced the switch down there, Ted, and everybody on the Monarch bench was trying to get his attention to go inside to Cal.
Instead, Cal picks up a personal, his 4th. 1:43 to go. Monarchs by 4, and Simmons is back on the line where he is 2 for 4. Just can't make stupid plays at crunch time. You shouldn't do it any time. I understand that. But come on.
what you need to do, Ted, is just make the simple right play. And sometimes it's not just one guy. It seems to be it
contagious.
Well, it inflicts different guys at different times.
Right. Well, and what it does is when you flail, and I know he's trying to draw fouls and that type of stuff, but you flail, you're way out of position defensively, and you put your teammates at a disadvantage when they're trying to defend the goal at the other end, and you ignite a fast break for your opponent. So the possession arrow now favors the Bobcats. It's 73-69 Old Dominion, 1:43 to play. Both teams over the foul limit, and Simmons will get a couple of free throws here. Each team has 2 timeouts remaining. No more media timeouts. So as we come back, it'll be Cal Swanton-Roger, Jared Turner, Jordan Battle, K.C. Shaw, and L.J. Thomas. Jesse Burris, along with Jackson Pavletsky, A.J. Sheldon, and Pierre Kawani. First free throw. Good from Simmons. He's got 13 points. He'll get one more to make it a 2-point ball game. Up with the left hand. Good. Got the roll on that for his 14th point. Thomas and Shaw in the backcourt. Now they move it across the timeline. LJ's got it. Burris in front of him. Man-to-man defense from Ohio's Bobcats with 90 seconds to go. And we've got a foul that's going to go against Burris, who hit the deck first. And that'll be free throws for L.J. Thomas because the Bobcats are also over the foul limit.
Yeah, that was like a crazy collision there. I don't.
L.J. will go to the line. Second personal foul on Jesse Burris. And I'm not sure why we're all retreating.
Well, this could be reversed, Ted. It looked like LJ elbowed him up in the neck area.
But how can you reverse a call like that via replay?
Let's see what happens here.
Common foul right now. We're going to go see if there's anything extra. End quote.
Again, there was a bump, but then at the end of it, it looked like there was an elbow up in the neck area. Now, I don't know if it was him falling or what.
Monarchs have 6. Hold it there. We might have breaking news for you, Dennis. Monarchs have hit 6 threes. Holy smokes, McDonald's has buckets for Nuggets. And that's right, the Monarchs have hit 6 3-pointers tonight. Everybody in attendance and listening wins 6 free McNuggets with it. Dennis, don't leave now. You have to stay for the ball game. 6 free McNuggets with a $2 minimum purchase. All you have to do is download the McDonald's app to redeem. So anytime the Monarchs hit 6 threes, and they are 6 for 13 from beyond the arc, you win. Way to go. Get that McDonald's app. 6 free McNuggets with a $2 minimum purchase.
Are we still having the post-game show, Ted?
Yes, we're having the Monarch basketball post-game show coming up.
Well, I have a remote that can start my car so I can get to McDonald's. I'm just thinking ahead.
Okay. Well, that's good.
We're going to win. We're going to have a great post-game show, and then we're all going to McDonald's.
73-71 Old Dominion leads. 1:28 to go. They're figuring out what's going on here. Common foul or something more. It looks like KC was fouled.
It was LJ was fouled, and I think the way these refs are conferring, there's going to be an additional foul on LJ.
Yeah.
So the Monarchs could shoot, and then these guys are going to shoot and then get the ball.
Well, I don't like the sound of that at all.
Well, let's see if I'm right, Ted.
I mentioned the Monarchs are 6 for 13 from 3. The Bobcats are 8 for 23, and our 3-point field goals tonight are brought to you by Cooper Hurley. No need to worry. Call Cooper Hurley, 333-3333. Our officials, Tony Dawkins, Jason Deering, and Jordan Arnold have done a pretty good job tonight. And let's hope they can get to the finish line with 1:28 to play.
Well, it's been a physical game, Ted, and this last 2 or 3 minutes has been extremely physical on both ends.
Both teams over the foul limits. Monarchs have 9 team fouls. The Bobcats have 9 team fouls. Each team has 2 timeouts, and the possession arrow favors Ohio University. This is the MAC Sun Belt Challenge. Fans coming alive. Some dancing here at Chartway Arena. Over 6,657 here. Mike Jones is awaiting an explanation, as is Jeff Bowles. They're good friends. They know each other really well, these 2 head coaches. You know, from with the effort we've seen here tonight, this is a totally different Monarch team than we saw Wednesday.
100%. You know, the couple of the guys that have played off the bench have played with a lot of energy, done a lot of little things. It's been good bench scoring.
For the Monarchs, Casey Shaw, 17, 14 for Cal Swanton Roger, along with 7 rebounds, 12 points for Jordan Battle, 9 for L.J. Thomas, 8 for Jared Turner, 5 for Zach Wiggins, 4 apiece for Scotty Hubbard and Drew McKenna. No Robert Davis Jr. tonight. He has not played because of injury. So common foul.
And nothing else.
So the Monarchs will get shots here. It'll be a 1-and-1 for L.J. Thomas.
Well, that's not going to make Ohio happy, and I'm
not concerned about making Ohio happy in any way, shape, or form.
Okay.
L.J. Thomas. And I believe it's 1-and-1, right?
It is still 1-on-1, Ted. It's going to be a lot of foul shots have to be made in the last minute and a half here.
LJ's got 9 points all since halftime. He's on the line to our left. Puts it up with the right hand. Yes.
And he really looks balanced and under control at the line.
74-71 Old Dominion. Now to make it a 2-possession game with 88 seconds to play. Takes the ball, holds it in his right hand. The deep breath. 1 dribble, up with the right hand, switch. Really good-looking free throws from LJ tonight. 75-71 Old Dominion. Monarchs will put on passive pressure just to make him take a little bit more time. Jackson Pawelewski has the basketball. He runs the show for these Bobcats. Right-hand side. Burris, 1 bounce to Simmons on the blocks, playing against Cal with 4 fouls. Simmons, double team now, brings it out to Houston. 1 bounce quickly to Burris. Burris loses the basketball, and a foul will be called, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on KC Shaw.
Well, that's, in my mind, Ted, a makeup call based on the confusion at the other end.
Okay. Well, Burris has not missed a free throw all year. He's 6 for 6. Looking for his first points tonight. Toward the bucket to our right. It is up and good. He'll get 1 more with 1:10 to go. It's 75-72 ODU. One more for Burris. Up with the right hand. No good. Tapped out of bounds by Simmons. Monarch basketball.
Got to handle the ball and get a good shot on this end, Ted.
Or get fouled. But you just have to handle the ball efficiently. L.J. Thomas makes a good move to get the inbounds pass from Battle. Goes to Jordan, then receives the return pass. And he's into the front court. 1 minute to play here at Chartway Arena. Monarchs 75, Bobcats 72. Back half of the MAC Sun Belt Challenge. LJ doing nothing. 9 seconds to go on the shot clock. Thomas thinking downstairs. Instead, he's going to take it himself to the hole. High off glass. No, but he's drawn the foul. Foul will go. Let's see who they're going to call it against. Keir Kawani's picking up his second personal foul, and LJ's back on the line. This will be 2 free throws for LJ, because the Monarchs are in the double bonus. Both teams are, with 42.2 seconds to go. First foul shot is good. 1 more for LJ. It's a 4-point game.
And he's been terrific from the line.
I'll tell you how terrific after this one goes down. Swish. LJ 7 for 7 from the free throw line. Monarchs 77, Bobcats 72. Old Dominion from the stripe tonight, Dennis, 15 for 16. How about that? 42 seconds to go. Inbounds comes to Pavletsky. No cheap fouls. Make them earn anything they get, and Pavletsky will call the penultimate timeout for Ohio. Bowles has called a 30-second timeout. Monarch fans, don't forget Food Line is the proud sponsor of the Score to Give More program. For each free throw the Monarchs make in tonight's game, Food Line will donate 100 meals to a local area food bank. At this stage, I mentioned 15 for 16 from the stripe. We'll get you a final total in our Monarch basketball postgame show. We'll also hear from head coach Mike Jones. We will get the scores from around the MAC Sunbelt Challenge from Jack Lowe's in our Monarch Game Day studios. Bring you our checkered flag play of the game, run down the stats, and much more. It's the Monarch basketball postgame show coming up after this one. 37.5 to go. Inbounds play coming for the Bobcats. They'll be right in front of us.
And you have to make them earn it, Ted. Don't put them on the line.
So Sheldon, just to our right, will inbound the basketball. Pavletsky runs to the far side. He won't receive the inbounds pass. Who's going to? They get it to Burrs. Guarded by LJ now to Pavletsky. He's on the right-hand side into the corner. They go to Sheldon, guarded by Cal. Will he shoot over him? He'll try to, and that's three is no good. Rebound Simmons downstairs, and it's taken out of his hand, but the Monarch was stepping on the line, so it's Ohio basketball. Shot clock off, 26.4 to play, 77-72 Old Dominion. Pavletsky will inbound, baseline left. Good 9-10 seconds of defense that last time for Old Dominion. Shaw in front of Pavletsky. They loop it into Simmons. Back to Pavletsky, knocked out of bounds by the Monarch hands. Active hands defensively without fouling, I'll take. Actually, they put 20 seconds down, 19 seconds as a shot clock out there because it was their ball knocked out of bounds. They reset it at 20. So 5.2 second differential or so.
And a good move by Coach Jones putting Cal on the inbounder.
They loop it into Kwani at the top of the circle to Pavletsky. Pavletsky stops and pops a three, tries to draw the foul, no good. Rebound comes to Shaw. Shaw to Jordan Battle. They run right into us right here. Hopefully we're still on the air, and a foul at the other end.
Well, we'll take
Buckle,
that.
everybody okay? Is everybody safe here? Dennis's Dr. Pepper needs a physician as we speak.
I am fine, Ted.
Are you fine?
Yes.
All right. Meanwhile, with 14.4 seconds to go,
I'm good. Yeah, you can get rid of it.
Everybody,
Thanks.
yes, you can get rid of that. You got more empty cans around here than a
Well, we're in
21
good shape
beach
right
party.
here, Ted. We're walking out of here with a win if we can convert these.
Battle to the line. First one is no good. It's 77-72 Old Dominion. I'd be more comfortable if he maybe would hit this shot. Up with the right hand. Good. He's got 13. It's 78-72. 14.4 seconds to go. One timeout remaining for Ohio, 2 for the Monarchs.
Under no circumstances, foul, Ted.
No circumstances. Will the Monarchs listen to that? Sheldon brings it into Pavletsky with a full head of steam. He races down the right side. Pulls up. Stripped of the basketball. Out of bounds. Off Pavletsky. Monarch ball with 9.7 to go. Great defense from ODU. 9.7 on the clock. Bring it into LJ Thomas. They're going to double team him in the back court. They're going to get it to KC. KC ahead to Scotty Hubbard. That will be that. Final score from Chartway Arena in Norfolk. The Monarchs, a big old hometown win. Old Dominion, 78. Ohio, 72. How about that? The Monarchs hold up their home end of the bargain in the MAC Sunbelt Challenge and get their 8th win of the season. 78-72 the final. And the Monarch basketball postgame show comes your way next on the ODU Sports Network. Nice catch. Well, folks, that's going to do it. For Dennis, this is Ted, 78-72 the final. Good night from Chartway Arena. We'll see you Wednesday when the Thundering Herd comes to Norfolk. Good night, everyone.